Hi, this is Jared Polak, founder of Entree Results, author of Entree Balance, back again for another fun, exciting, very informative, altogether, lots of fun podcast. And today we're going to talk about an item that is really important because it involves generating qualified leads or marketing. Now, a lot of us that have been in business for a while or in a position where we are in charge of business development, we get stuck in a certain rut or a certain way to generate qualified leads. Sometimes we need to stay in that zone, but sometimes we need to think a little bit differently, a little bit outside of our sphere of what we're used to, what we're comfortable with. And what I want to do is kind of take through a little process right now that the end goal is to really have the top marketing activities that you can focus on. But I want to kind of take us through a little bit of an exercise in order to get to that place. The first thing we want to do is brainstorm or not limit yourself at all. And what I want you to do is make a list of, let's just say, the top 20 possible marketing activities that you can think of. Now, for example, networking might be one marketing activity. That's just one way that people generate, hopefully, qualified leads. Take some time, and this is going to be probably make these notes, and you're going to have to go back and do this later, but come up with like 20 different marketing activities. It might be referral incentives or public speaking or possibly LinkedIn or creating e-newsletters or blogging or SEO, podcasting. Maybe it's direct mail, strategic alliances. Perhaps public relations, PR is one thing you're going to focus on, or Facebook advertising. These are just some examples of marketing activities. I want you to brainstorm. If you want to do more than 20, that's fine. But it's important to not limit yourself on the amount of investment it would be for these activities or the amount of time it would take to do these activities. Or don't limit yourself if you don't know anything about this activity. That's step number one. Okay? All right, step number two is once you have that list created, going through and identifying, projecting, guesstimating, whatever you say, in terms of those 4 to 6, which of those would best fit your target market and which would you think give you the best projected return on your investment. Now, we didn't talk a lot about your target market. That's another podcast, and hopefully you know who you're going after. But of that list, just choose top 4 to 6. What do you think would give you the best return? That's number 2. Number 3, this is the step that almost everybody forgets about. This would be where you'd want to estimate how much time it would take to complete each activity. Now, if you're doing it yourself, this is how much time it would take you. And it might be if you're leveraging another person on your team or an outside resource, how much time would take them. And then figure out, after you figure out how much time it would take, figure out how much the cost would be, the investment would be. What is it going to cost you to pay for or invest in this specific marketing activity? So, example, if you're going to a networking group, you know that the time it might take maybe, let's just say, 1 hour a week, or it might be 5 hours a month, whatever that time is, and then it might cost, $150 a month to invest. And what I want you to do next is, once you have the time and once you have the cost, figure out how much your time is worth. And so say the networking takes 5 hours a month, and you value your time at, just to keep it simple, $100 an hour. That would be $500 that would add up to. Or if you are paying someone $20 an hour to do this activity for you, it would be $20 an hour times 5 hours, $100. It's important to know the time value, the monetary value of your time to invest. And so say we have $500, that's what it adds up to, and the actual cost is $150. It would be $500 plus $150, so it would be $650 per month is the investment, the financial investment for that activity. Then you can clearly understand what you need to get out of that activity, what results you need to get in order to invest that amount of time. That is step number 3. Step number 4, which I already kind of alluded to, is estimating your anticipated return on investment for each activity. So we have a $650 is the total amount. What does the return need to be? Does it need to be a $5,000 return? Does it need to be a $3,000 return? Or do you just want to be able to get double what your investment is? Think about what you want, and then also I would look at it in the short term, what your return is going to be, and then also having an understanding of what the long-term value of each client would be. And so say you get a certain return per month or per year, what is the lifetime value? Do these clients, like if you're an accounting company, if you get a new client, do they stick with you on average for 12 years? And so the actual return, even though you might factor it in to just be the return per year, you might actually have that client for 12 years. Estimate your return, that's number 4. And then finally, once you've gone through this process, there's going to be some of these activities that you're not going to want to do. And you might have to go back to your list, and there might be some activities that make more sense for you. Finalize those top activities that you want to focus on. Eliminate certain ones that you don't think make sense. Add new ones that do. And then this will be your focus for your marketing activities moving forward in the short term. There's a lot more, obviously, that goes on with the entire marketing plan process, but I wanted to just kind of look at the marketing activities specifically. And what I would encourage you to do right now is go out and start making that list of those possible marketing activities and kind of maybe or listen to this podcast one more time, go through this, and then real short, you're going to have a good clarity on what you need to do moving forward to help generate qualified leads in your business, which is going to mean it's going to transition over to your sales or lead conversion process, which means you're going to have more clients, which means more people are going to benefit from your products and services, which means you're going to be able to help more people, which also means you're going to make more money, which means you can take that money and do good in this world. Have fun, make it happen.